Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And today, the Atlanta Falcons have hired Jeff Ulbrich to be their new defensive coordinator. Well, actually, I mean, he's not, he is going to be the new defensive coordinator. But Jeff Ulbrich, he's not even that new to this Atlanta Falcons franchise. He's returning to be the defensive coordinator. He was the defensive coordinator in 2020. And I will say this, I think Jeff Ulbrich has really improved as a defensive coordinator in the last couple of years since leaving the Falcons, since being let go by the Falcons. 2020, the Falcons had probably the worst defense, or one of the worst defenses in football. I looked it up before this, ranked deep. I knew that the Falcons' defense was bad. Even before in 2020, but didn't know like the exact ranking. They're ranked 29th, so it shows how bad their defense was in 2020. So, and that's what caused them to be let go. And eventually, the Jets picked him up literally the year after, and I think he really improved as a defensive coordinator. Led a great defense for three seasons, basically 3.5 seasons, because he was the defensive coordinator from 2021, 2022, and 2023. Start off the year as defensive coordinator in 2024 until Robert Saleh got fired. He was still calling the plays defensively, but he was the head coach and not the defensive coordinator. Now, look, as a head coach, I don't think this guy would be a very good head coach, and he showed that with the Jets. Team went 3-9. Sure, maybe the team he could have a better team, but there's still plenty of talent on the Jets to have a better than a 3-9 record. I'm not saying you got to go 9-3, but I think there were a couple games that Jeff Ulbrich coached that the Jets probably should have won. But look, I've said it so many times. You don't have to be a successful head coach to be a successful coordinator, whether it's defensive or offensively. I keep talking about. I've been talking about the last couple weeks about, I know Josh McDaniels is going to get a job as an offensive coordinator, because even though he has shown he is such a horrendous head coach and should never be trusted again to be head coach. Funny enough, the New York Jets as an organization are interviewing him to be head coach, which would be such New York Jets to hire Josh McDaniels. But even though he's been such a terrible head coach, he has still shown, for some reason, he's still a genius offensive coordinator when he's not a head coach, and he's done that with New England. And that's why he's going to get an offensive coordinator job. So guys can be a very bad head coach and show, hey, you shouldn't hire me, and still show you, I'm still a really good defensive coordinator, and I think that's what, that's what I really think that Jeff Ulbrich has showed with the Jets these last 3 years. I mean, he did a great job leading the Jets defense for 3 seasons, 2021, 2022, and 2023. Jets defense was just excellent. Played some really good football. And, really, if they had an offense for those 3 seasons, they'd be great. I can't really say the same thing this year, because the Jets defense this year got a little bit worse. Their run defense was terrible. Their pass defense was excellent, though. If you look at it, where they lose most of their games defensively, when they lose a game because of the defense, it's not because of their pass defense. It's most of the time because of their run defense. The run defense was horrendous, and that wasn't as big as a problem as it was this year in prior years, where their defense has been so good. So, look, I think that I think that this is a good hire for the Falcons. Jimmy Lake was a very bad defensive coordinator. It was a bad year for this. I think the Falcons' defensive season started off on a bright note, but then the end of the year, it was very bad. Had very poor defensive performances at the end of the year. I think that's what caused Jimmy Lake to lose his job. And I think this Falcons defense, player-wise, talent-wise, just talking about the players that are on the field, is a lot better than what it was in 2020 when Jeff Ulbrich was the defensive coordinator. You have Justin Simmons in now. They had Matthew Judon this year. We'll see if he's back next season. This defense is a lot more talented than it was 5 years ago. So because of that, I really think that that will change things for him being a defensive coordinator in Atlanta. I'm really excited to see what he does there. Let me know your thoughts on the hiring in the comment section, and peace out.